In a small town tucked in the far northeast corner of Maine, where winter snow piles so deep the front door sometimes won't open, lived an old man named Jacob Jack Harris. He was closing in on 70, but his eyes still carried that boyish spark, the one that never quite faded. Jack's only real companion for years had been his chocolate lab, Rusty. Rusty's coat was the color of strong coffee, and his tail never stopped sweeping back and forth like it was keeping time to music only he could hear. Jack's son Daniel had moved to California long ago. He called once a year, maybe sent a Christmas card with a family photo Jack would study for hours, but he never came home. One freezing morning, minus 18 degrees, the kind of cold that burns your lungs, Jack noticed Rusty wasn't eating. The old dog just lay there, head on his paws, eyes half open. Jack knew. He'd seen it before, in other dogs, in people. Time was up. He lifted Rusty gently into his arms. The dog felt lighter than he should have. Jack's hands shook, but he carried him outside anyway. Behind the shed sat an old wooden sled Jack had built himself decades earlier. He laid Rusty on it, tucked a thick wool blanket around him, and whispered, "Let's take one last walk, buddy." They went slow, past the edge of town, into the pine woods. The snow was so soft it swallowed every footstep. Jack talked the whole way, voice low and cracking. "Remember the day I brought you home? You were so tiny you crawled right inside my boot. Daniel was 7. He screamed, 'Dad, look, we got a baby bear.'" Jack tried to laugh. It came out as a choked sob. They reached a small clearing. An ancient oak stood in the center, the same tree where Jack's father had taught him to fish, where Jack had later taught Daniel how to throw a frisbee for Rusty to chase. The dog used to leap so high it looked like he might fly. Jack knelt. He stroked Rusty's head. The old lab's eyes were cloudy now, but they still found Jack's face, still trusted him. "You were the best friend I ever had, Rusty. I never left you, not once, and I'm not leaving you today." From his coat pocket, Jack pulled a faded Polaroid. Him, young Daniel, and a chubby puppy Rusty, all grinning in summer sunshine. He held it in front of Rusty's nose. "Look, the 3 of us, always together." Rusty's tail gave one slow, tired wag. Then it stopped. Jack started crying then, quiet, steady tears that froze on his cheeks before they could fall far. He leaned close to Rusty's ear. "If you get there first, wait for me. Just a little while. I promise I'm coming soon." Rusty exhaled once, long and slow. His warm tongue brushed Jack's knuckles one last time. Then his eyes closed. Jack stayed like that a long time, arms wrapped around the still body, snow falling thicker now, gently covering Rusty like a white sheet. Like the woods themselves were taking him back. When the light began to fade, Jack stood. He didn't put Rusty back on the sled. He carried him the whole way home in his arms. Inside, he laid Rusty on his own bed, switched on the little lamp beside it, and picked up the phone. It rang a long time before a sleepy voice answered. "Hello? Dan. It's Dad." "Dad? It's the middle of the night. What's wrong?" Jack's voice broke wide open. "Rusty's gone." Silence. Then a long, shaky breath. "I'm coming. First flight tomorrow morning. I'm coming home." Jack couldn't speak anymore. He just held the phone and cried. The next morning, Daniel walked through the door. He dropped his bag and pulled his father into a hug so tight it hurt. They stood there in the hallway crying like they hadn't since Daniel was a little boy. Together, they dug a grave behind the house, under that same old oak. Daniel made a simple wooden cross and carved into it with a pocket knife. Rusty Harris, best damn dog in the world, 1998 to 2026, loved fiercely. Missed forever. Jack pressed the cross into the frozen earth. They stood shoulder to shoulder as snow kept falling, softer now, almost kind. Daniel put a hand on his father's shoulder. "I'm not going back, Dad. I'm staying, right here, with you." Jack looked up at his son, eyes wet, a small, trembling smile breaking through. "Rusty licked my hand one last time before he went. Felt like he was saying, 'Now go get your boy.'" Daniel laughed through tears. "Then his job's done. He can rest." From that day on, the old house had life in it again. Laughter came back. Rusty's chewed-up tennis balls still sat in the corner. Sometimes Jack would pick one up and just hold it, smiling. Every winter, when the snow falls thick, Jack and Daniel walk out to the oak tree. They stand quiet for a while. Then Jack always says the same thing. "Thanks, buddy. You brought us back together." And somewhere in the wind, if you listen close, you can almost hear the soft thump-thump of a happy tie.